Okay, what you're going to do for the travel brochure, you're going to find it. You're going to go to class information, my class, class information, and then scroll down till you see travel brochure. Once you see that, what it says is use the information provided to create an 8.5 by 11 trifold travel brochure. You'll need to follow the instructions given on the attached document. That's this right here, the very bottom one, travel brochure instructions and links. Those are the three links right up here. Save the document as a publisher file and then as a PDF and submit the PDF. So what you're going to see, what I'm looking for is if you click on those links, the link is going to show you, okay, it's trifold. That means it's folded twice so that it ends up being a smaller sheet than 8.5 by 11 once it's folded, but it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet. You've got 1, 2, 3 pages, and then if you flip it to the other side, you have 3 pages. There's just one example. Here's another example. This would be the front. This would be the very back. This would be the inside once it's folded, and then when it is flipped around, when it's flipped on the other side, then you're going to have 1, 2, 3 columns. So you're going to have to end up filling up 6 columns. I'm going to explain with what, but here's one more idea, okay? You're going to have pictures. It's going to explain everything once you get to that document. So when you go to that document, here's what it looks like. Okay, everyone has dreamt about traveling around the world to interesting places. Okay, so you're going to pretend that you have a new business and you're going to need to inform customers of a interesting destination. Doesn't have to be new, okay, but it does have to be an interesting destination. So what you're going to do is you're going to, number one, you're going to pick a country, not the United States, not a state in the United States, like Hawaii. Even though Hawaii is a nice destination, you need to pick a country other than the United States. You're going to give in the brochure all of these things, all of these little dots, a brief summary of the country. Now, where are you going to find that? I don't expect you to know it off the top of your head. You're going to do some research on the internet. You're going to find it. You're going to put it in the brochure. Location, including a map. Okay, so you're gonna download some pictures from the place, download a map, all of these things, highlights of major cities, 2 or 3, find major cities. Give me just a brief introduction to them. Entertainment, including but not limited to museums, theaters, places to eat, food that the country's known for, arts and culture, calendar of important events, important facts, like, is it warm, hot, what kind of currency do they use, like just the not singing or the whole national anthem, just what their national anthem is, the flag, some pictures, graphics. Okay, each part does not have to be its own section, but each one of these areas does need to be included. Once you have the information, think of the layout. Okay, you're going to lay it out. You're going to open Publisher. You need to have 3 to 5 pictures. One of those 3 to 5 pictures can be a map. You need the heading. The title is going to be your country that you pick. And so then what you're going to do, once you have all of this and you realize this is what I need, this is the information I need on there, you're going to keep going back and forth. Okay, I've picked a country, so I'm going to put that as my title. I'm going to find some information about the country, just a summary of the country. I'm going to put that on there. So you're going to keep going back and forth to this. So the way you're going to do this, you can also continue to look at these examples. The way you're going to do this is you're going to open up Publisher. Okay, I'm going to need to move this toolbar real quick. I'm going to open up Publisher, and I'm going to put it right there just for the time being. You're going to find this right here. You're going to Publisher. It's the green one. It's got a P on it. The reason it's Publisher is because it actually is for things that you're going to print, like travel brochures, like flyers, like newspapers or magazines or anything like that. That is what Publisher's for. So you click on it. Once it comes up, what you're going to see, I'm going to move this back down. What you're going to see is you are going to see all of these things up here. What you're going to type in, okay? You're going to type in trifold, 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 okay? And now look, what comes up, I have a trifold right here, okay? It may actually want it to be hyphen, but if you type in trifold, there it is. If you type in trifold, needs a hyphen in there, you're going to find a trifold brochure. Typically 2 of them comes up, but this one came up, so I'm just going to click on it. And okay, I've got 1, 2, 3 columns. There's my front, there's my back, there's my inside, and on the other side of the page, there's also 3 columns. So I click create. It comes up and it will create this right here. Now, what you want to do is you don't want to leave those books there. You're going to want to get rid of the books. Now, for some reason, some of these lines are in the way of getting rid of something. You can take those lines out. You can leave them in. If you just move them out of the way, everything that you do, okay, everything that you create needs to be on inside of these 3 columns, okay? So again, let me move that out of the way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my country right here. I'm going to put your organization down here. You're going to make up a business name, a company name. If you can't think of anything, use your last name and travel. Or you can use Martin Travel, because Martin Travel is in the area. You can actually use it. Look them up, use their address. You need to put their address. You need to put information here. You can use your house address. The only person that's going to see it is me. If you don't want to use your house address, you can use the school address. Your organization, what's it going to be? Okay, mine could be Hamilton Holidays. Okay, I'm just using the H and the H, saying Hamilton Holidays, we allow you to get away without the mess. And just something that's catchy. You're going to make sure that you replace all the words that are here. Also, look over here to the left. See where I am? Over here on the left, you've got 2 sides to the page. You've got 1, 2, 3 columns. Okay, I'm going to put this dude back right here. Again, if you can't click on the words, move it out of the way. Click on the words. If you want to delete it, you can. You don't have to keep it there. If you want to delete that part right there, you can. You don't have to have it. You do have to have the name there. Tell me what your country is. Tell me a little bit about it. And, all of these words, don't turn it in with these words. Get rid of these words, replacing it with the information that I'm asking for about your country. Okay? And again, if something won't let you click on it, move something out of the way. I don't want to see that particular picture. I want to see other pictures. Delete. And I don't want to see this picture. Delete. And then I'm going to fill up this information with the information from my country. Now, how are you going to get pictures? How are you going to get all of this? Well, let me show you real quick. I keep having to move my toolbars around. You won't have to deal with that. Let's say that I was doing, I wanted to look up Bahamas. Okay, the Bahamas. It's a country in the Caribbean. I've been there. Okay, I enjoyed it. I want to look up Bahamas. Okay, and I'm going to look up information about the Bahamas right here. I find this. I can also, this is gonna, once it comes up, I'm actually using my phone as a hotspot right now because I'm somewhere without the internet. It tells me a little bit about the Bahamas. If I find a map in here, I can use it. If not, get information off of there, then go back to your search engine, this right here where it gives you all the websites. If you go to images, okay, it will give you, these are images of the Bahamas. I went to an island, not quite like, not that one, but very similar to that one when I was there. I saw this right here. I saw Atlantis while I was there. But anyway, you got pictures to download them. What you're going to do is you're going to click on it. And actually, you're going to right click on it, save image as, put it into your folder. Okay, right click on it, save image as, put it into your folder. Okay, so your folder's on the desktop, go to business, and I'm going to call this one Bahamas 23. And then I hit save. And then I'm going to also use this picture right here. I'm going to right click on it, save image as, and then I'm going to call this one Bahamas 24. I don't know why I picked those numbers, but it doesn't matter. Any number you want, anything you want, just distinguish them. And then I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go back and let me just show you this. You end up clicking on maps. Once I get back, give me just one moment. Okay, I get back up here and I click on maps. Okay, and then all of a sudden I have a map of the area. Actually, there's probably a better way to do that. If you scroll down here, you'll probably at some point find a map. And again, if you find a map, this would be a map that would work. This would be a map that would work. Just anything that kind of shows where the country's located. So I can click on this one just like before. I can right click, save image as. I'm going to save it still in the same folder. I'm going to call it Bahamas. Actually, this just says map of the Bahamas. So I'm going to delete those numbers and map of the Bahamas. Now, once you get all your pictures, all you're going to need to do to use them is you go to Insert and you go to Pictures, and I'm going to go to Business. I'm going to go to Desktop and Business where I save them. Okay, so let me scroll up to the top, Desktop. Let me go to Business. Let me find the Bahamas. I right click on it, or I click on it, and I put it where I want it to be. If it's not the right size, I can make it bigger. If it's too big, I can make it smaller just by grabbing these. They're called handles. I put the pictures where I want them to be. And now for that map, anything you need, any picture that you need, it's the same thing. Insert picture, and even if it's a map, and then you're going to find map of the Bahamas. It's down here with the M's. And okay, there's one I did earlier, but this one's the one I saved the other, and it's too big, so you just make it small. Now, can it come across two of the columns? Sure, but you wouldn't want it. Well, that's on the inside, so yeah, that would be fine. You wouldn't want it to do that on the front and the back. But remember, you've got pictures that need to go here. You've got 3 to 5 pictures. If you found a 6th one you wanted to use, that's fine. But you still have to, please remember, don't forget, because you're getting graded on, did you include all of this information? Now, it doesn't have to be a whole page on each one of them. There's not enough room. But you just find something about all of them. Okay, to insert text, again, you're going to go to Insert, Draw Text Box, select a text box, and then you just start typing. Okay, and you say, wait a second, that's still too small. Now, if you want to zoom in, you can go to View, and you can change your view, and you can say, okay, that's the size that I want, but I want it bold. If you highlight it and you go up here to Home, you can change your font. You can change your font size. You can make it a different color. You can make it bold if you want it. And there, okay, this is my text box. Now, does that need to stay that big? No, not if that's all I'm going to write. I can make it smaller, okay? And then I want to write something else. Insert, text box. Let's say I wanted to put a lot of information. I'm going to make it here. I can make the word smaller. I can say the Bahamas was founded in, I forget the day, but you know, look up the information, look it up, fill up here. You're going to save it. First, you're going to save it as a PDF. Save as, and you're going to put it in your folder. You're going to go down here. I got to move this toolbar again. Browse. Okay, browse. Then you're going to go to, after this comes up, you're going to go all the way to the top. You can go to desktop, you can go to business, and I'm going to call this one travel 2345. And then I say save. And I saved it. You know it's saved because if you look up here, let me move this toolbar again. You look up here and you see it, travel2345.pub. Now what I want though, you've got to save it this way to save it as a PDF. So then you go File, Save As, and you're going to put it in the same folder and then the same name. But what you're going to do is you're going to click where it says Publisher Files. You're going to click right here. You're going to go up to PDF, and then you are going to hit Save. When you submit it, you're going to submit the PDF. So when I go back to Blackboard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I go to Travel Brochure, click on the blue words, click on the words Travel Brochure. It comes up. And you're going to submit the publish. Oh, you're going to submit the PDF file. Submit the PDF file. If you don't know which is which, then here's what I suggest to you to do. Submit them both. Okay? If you have a travel brochure, submit them both. So what you're going to do, class information, travel brochure, I click on it, travel brochure, and then this comes up. Once it comes up, you go to Browse My Computer. You're going to go to Desktop. Everything's on the desktop in the Business folder. I go to Business folder, and what I do is I go to Travel 2345. Now, what I see, there's actually two of them, Travel 2345. This one right here is the publisher file. It's got the P on it, okay? What you want to find is the one that says PDF. Double click on this one and then hit Submit. Now, if you can't figure out which is which, submit them both. If you submit them both, I will grade the PDF. I'll ignore the other one, and everything will be good. So if you have any questions, give me a call on that number that I gave you. Let me just make sure that it is, running right now. It is off. I'm turning it on. So I will leave it on. If you have any questions today or this week, I'll make sure my number's on. If for some reason it's off, I'll do what I did the other day and just text you right back or call you right back. So have a great week. I will also be putting the information on about the other assignment that you owe me. And right now, I can't remember which one it is, but I will put it on with a video as well. So have a great week and get these two assignments done, this one and the next one. Submit them, and then you'll only have one to do next week. Stay safe, and if you have questions, let me know.